What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the BookMine Academy. In this video, we're going to talk about ratings and reviews for books that you're purchasing. I think a lot of people wonder, hey, does it matter if the book I'm about to buy has 2 out of 5 stars, or does it matter if it's 4.5 out of stars? So we're going to go ahead and take a deep dive into that and tell you if it matters or not, what cases it does matter. And I'm joined with my good friend, Victor Gallegos. What's going on, man?
Hey, Joji, how's it going? Yeah, rating reviews, just another data point that really will help you in your sourcing game.
Yeah, let's dive right into BookMine. All right, everyone, we're over on the BookMine dashboard. And just for fun, I'm going to go over here to the book type, and I'm just going to go and click the high school book category, because why not? We're just going to look at some high school books that have shown up. Looks like we got ourselves 89 books here. So let's just go ahead and, I don't know, let's just click any random one. Let's look at the Saxon one. The reason why I clicked the Saxon one is because, Victor, what is Saxon? What kind of publisher? Like, what are they?
So it's awesome. Saxon books are high school, grade school type books. And so if you're looking at a Saxon book, more than likely you're looking at a high school book.
Absolutely. So down here on the bottom of the keeper graph, we've already looked at the new offer count and the used offer count. What we haven't looked at is the review count or the rating. So let's get rid of those offer counts just to make this easy. Let's just start with something simple like the review count. So what exactly is a review count? What does that mean there, Victor?
So the review count is pretty simple. This is how many people have reviewed the book, not negatively or positively, just how many people have reviewed it. So if the number is going up steadily, you have a healthy book. Basically, people are buying it and then rating it. It's just another data point to kind of verify your green drops on the top of the chart.
Right. Because think about it. The only reason why someone would be leaving a review, the only reason why, there's a lot of reviews on a book is because it's often selling. I mean, what percentage of the time, Victor, would you say someone even leaves a review for a book?
Far less than 1%. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. I haven't tracked that, but definitely much less than 1%.
Yeah. Like, this is pretty insane how many reviews this book got in a short period of time. So you knew this book was selling quite often to get there. So yeah, going back to what Victor says, you can see the review count is 51. You can see here that on Keepa it says 51 reviews. And we could also just open the link on Amazon's webpage as well. And you can see that it says 51 ratings, which means like there's 51 total reviews there. Looks like I even bought this book on June 6th of 2023. Probably sold it profitably as well. So that's cool. Now let's go back to the Keepa graph here. And what we're going to do now is look at the rating. So if I unclick review count and just click rating, what exactly is this rating going to mean here?
So this is like a difference between the review count. So review count is just how many there is. And the rating is how do they rate the actual book, whether or not they thought the book met their expectations or exceed their expectations. So this is basically a 1 out of 5 stars. And you can see on this particular book where, we're above 4.6. So this is a really great book.
Yeah. So essentially we go 4.2 to 4.6. So it's never been lower than a 4.3 rating, and it's been up to 4.7. And of course, it's an average of all these different reviews. So there is a difference between a review and a rating. Someone can just click 5 stars and not leave a review. And I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure, though, someone could just leave a review and not rate it as well. So they're slightly different. How much would you say the ratings and or reviews actually matter when it comes to like looking at books?
I mean, it's definitely another data point. They do matter if they are to the extremes. So if there's lots of ratings, which means you can depend on the ratings because there's quite a bit of them, and it's like say in like the 2 to 3 range, like 2.5, 2.1, something like that. That means everyone who's buying this book, it's not meeting their expectations. Something has happened to it. So either that code that you scratch off is no longer working, or the book, for some reason or another, there's tons of people who are buying this book are not happy.
Right. I can see there's actually quite a few of them. So the first case would be textbooks. Often textbooks in the listing, especially loose leaves, will say, hey, this comes with like a super site access code, or like Victor mentioned, a scratch off code. And if it doesn't come with that and the customer thinks it does come with it, that book is going to get returned a lot of the time. Another thing that I can think of would be multiple volume sets. I don't know, Victor, about you, but so many people list multiple volume book sets on Amazon without specifically telling you if it comes with all the books or not. Like, you think that'd be a basic thing, but big sellers just say book's in good condition, and then on the listing it says this is a 6-volume set. So those also tend to have lower reviews, just due to the fact that a lot of the sellers don't actually sell all the books like they should, right?
No, that's another good point. I just thought of another one. If the book comes with a CD or DVD, and then most people failed to let you know that, like it said that in the title, comes with DVD or 2 DVDs, and then nobody's saying that when they're buying it, there's going to be a lot of negative reviews also for that.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, what we also want to do is go back here to BookMine. I'm actually just going to reset the filters here. I'm actually going to type in something that I think Victor's really going to like. So what did I just type in there, Victor?
Pop-up. So This is mostly Halloween, Christmas type books, right? So
Right.
those are mostly the books that would have pop-ups.
Right. Okay. So we've got, there's obviously not only 3 pop-up books on Amazon, but there's only 3 that BookMine has found has enough going for it that you might want to consider buying it. And this one right here, the Cubograph, just shouts by me when I look at that. I mean,
Yeah.
look at that November, December. I mean, what was that? Where was that selling, and where could you have bought it for in the past, Victor?
It's crazy. I mean, this is one of these books that made me famous, right?
Yeah, exactly.
This book is a couple of dollars, May, June, July, August, and then it goes to like $35 in December. So yeah, buy this again any of those months, sell it over there. But since we're now talking about the review count and rating, I also particularly pay attention to if that this rating or this rating is actually pretty low. If it is, then I wouldn't buy it. It's not. But this is the book I would purchase. But if it was like in the 2 to 3 range, I would definitely not purchase it.
Right. Not all pop-ups are going to be made with the same quality, and a lot of these are going to be
Right.
older as well. So if this is a pop-up that holds the test of time, yeah, I mean, it's got pretty good ratings. I mean, 4.4, it's not perfect, but it's pretty good. If you have, like what Victor mentioned, something that's an older book that maybe it was just not made with very much quality. I mean, it's often that those pop-ups won't work in most cases, and then you get bad reviews. Can you think of any other Christmas books that are not pop-ups necessarily, but any other Christmas books or seasonal books that might also have bad reviews?
Yeah. So another book that just because of the reviews, I stopped purchasing it. But basically, these like recording books, right?
Yeah.
Because they have like batteries in them,
Right.
and then when the battery goes out, then people want to utilize that book with the recording, but then when they click on it, it doesn't work. So that's a book I've kind of shied away from. And matter of fact, it's not even on BookMine currently. But yeah, those type of books had not the greatest ratings, and so I stayed away from those just solely on the ratings.
Yeah. By the way, if you guys are wondering what video made Victor Gago so popular, it's the book, it's the video right here that you guys can check out. It's the first time I interviewed Victor where I was just mind blown. And it's the first time I actually just saw the power of seasonal book sourcing, which is something that BookMine can do for you. That's why we on the BookMine app have, different book types. We've got ourselves, let me reset this. We've got ourselves, winter and high school and college. There's a lot of power in seasonality. Now, what's interesting about this book is, again, we could zoom out on the data. And what are you seeing as a repeated trend with this book here, Victor?
Every year, right around Christmas, this book spikes as you expect because Christmas comes every year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you sure? How do you
Yeah.
know it's not good? Are you sure? I feel like 2024 is different, Victor.
I'm pretty sure we're headed for another Christmas. We're gonna bring Mariah Carey back again, and we're gonna do it all over again.
By the way, there are some Mariah Carey Christmas books
There
and
is.
CDs out there that do pretty
Yes.
well. So
Exactly.
So you might not want to buy this one because it's actually right around $5 plus shipping. It does look like in almost every year it's gotten to basically $2 plus shipping. So you can probably pick it up for like $6. So it might be something that you just keep an eye on and track. But yeah, I would say, maybe throw a one in there. I mean, the offer counts are very low relative to the historical past. So I think this is definitely a book that would be good. And again, it has good reviews, but just make sure that you're probably buying this in good condition because obviously we want the pop-ups to work, right? What's going to happen, Victor, if the pop-ups don't work?
Oh, they're gonna send it back, and now you're gonna have to hold on to it for a whole nother year until next Christmas.
Yeah, which no one wants to do. So we hope this was a value add to you. I mean, at the end of the day, the reviews and the ratings, I mean, they matter to an extent. I think there's other metrics here, Victor, right, that matter way more. But
Yes, exactly.
it's just another data point. It's something that as you become more seasoned and more veteran, it's something that you just like will quickly glance at and go, okay, this is good. It's got a good rating, it's got good reviews. Like this is a book that's selling. Check, check. It's really that simple. But we thought this was a good value add. And anything else you want to say before we head on to the next video?
Make sure you tune into the next one.
All right. See you guys in the next one. And